All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I have a few things to say, but I want to first say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back. The other announcement I want to make is my website is up and running. It's live. I would love for you guys to go check it out. To become a member, it's optional. You don't have to. The YouTube channel is going to continue the same, but I will put the link down below in the description. Check it out. There's an intro video stating the purpose and the intended goal of the website and how the website's going to further expand into other areas of finance and investing. But I want to leave all of that for that video and for you guys to just click the link when you get a chance to check out the website, how it's going and what it's going to entail. So I look forward to seeing your guys' comments and thoughts on that down below as well. So let's jump into this chart. Nano Dimensions has been in sideways movement. Now I broke through the 50-day moving average. I've stated that the 50-day moving average was catching up to the price. At some point by default, it was going to break through it, but the bears actually brought this down, broke through support, and they broke through the 50-day moving average as well. And now it's hanging out in bearish territory. So we're in a situation with Nano Dimensions right now that this is going on with a tug of war right now. We got the up and down sideways movement. Now the question is, who is going to dominate this? Well, the bears slightly are dominating this one, and we're going to have to see if the bulls could use this momentum to continue in that upward direction. But it quickly leveled off. It's not like it spiked back up. It just brought itself back up and leveled off, and it's sitting at 635. Now, when we look at this in a zoomed out perspective, I mean, it's been running up. It's going in the upward direction. We're all anticipating the offering, right? So it's actually not as intense as we would have thought that the offering was going to have an impact on Nano Dimensions. Nano Dimensions is slightly dropped when all that news came out. It got close to the 565 range, 66 range. From that point forward, it rose up. This was probably one of the most important resistance levels to break through, to then reach through newer highs. And it slightly like brought itself back up there, but it fell. And now it's just hanging out at 635. I mean, if the offering was in a negative outlook or aspect, this would be somewhere closer to $6 or the 580 or 560 mark. So we need to watch this closely. The offering's happening tomorrow, according to the most recent article about it that came out yesterday. And we're going to have to see, because they said it's going to happen somewhere close to December 2nd or on that day. I don't know if anything's changed since. I haven't seen any news on that changing. All I saw was what it stated yesterday, and now it's just hanging out in sideways movement. But you could see that the offering has had some type of effect from stopping this from going in that bullish trajectory. It's just kind of hanging out sideways. We're going to have to see how much of an impact the offering does to the stock overall. And then we're going to have to watch this afterwards closely. So this is probably good news for most investors. Some investors are saying this is the last offering. Some investors are saying this is a $60 million offering and there's left $100 million. So there'll be 40 more in the near future. We got to kind of see how this is going to play out. But I believe that if you're a true bull, this offering is nothing. This is literally in either a discount, if you want to look at it in your perspective of being a bull, or just an opportunity to just wait out the wave and then ride out the possibilities of where this is going. So I look forward to seeing all investors participate down below on your thoughts on how high you think this could reach. I think $8 to $10 is a possibility. It could probably even break beyond that after the offering, but we'll have to see how this is going to play out. So let's go ahead and see here our support, and let's see here our resistance. So this is where we're sitting right now. We're hanging out in this area. The 50-day moving average is 643. It's sitting at 635. We're in bearish territory. So if the offering is going to happen tomorrow, the bears might be dominating this, but let's watch this closely. So we have down here 566, that's one of the lowest points in this sideways movement. And the lowest point down here is 480. I've stated in the previous videos, this is the true number you want to pay close attention to, because if 480 gets broken through, this is going to see newer lows. If 566 is going to get broken through, you have that window to see where this falls between 480 and 566. But let's look at this closely with the numbers that we have right now. So the support level, the nearest one here, and it's the lowest point reached today, is 607. If that gets broken through, obviously we have other support levels to pay close attention to and see how quickly this is moving down to newer lows. And also, if it tears through this, it's on its way deeper into bearish territory. So I want every single investor to be aware of that and pay close attention to that. Now, on the other hand, we have our 50-day moving average, which is what the bulls need to break through to get back into bullish territory. And their goal is to break through resistance. So if this 50-day moving average is broken through, the next point of reference is the resistance. And if 652 gets broken through and turn into a support, this could be on its way up to newer highs, newer resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. That is possibly one of the most important resistance levels in the near future for the next coming days and weeks, if the offering is happening tomorrow and it actually makes this drop below the support and hit down to newer lows, because this will be the highest point that it reached before that fall. So I want every single investor to be aware of how significant 652 is, because that's going to be one of the highest points before the fall and one of the resistance levels that are going to need to be broken through and turn into a support to then reach to the next levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. And don't forget also, down below is the link to the website. Check it out. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on it down below in the comments. And I look forward to seeing those of you that join. Thank you so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. And in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen, and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. there was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves. And my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.